Sando Trini. A San Fernando story. Lucy, the SOCA pig part 1. Many school children in San Fernando were sent on vacation to relatives who lived in different parts of Trinidad and Tobago. This mass movement of youngsters usually occurred at the start of the August vacations. My siblings and I liked to visit my mother's younger sister. My dear Aunt Ina, or Tanti Ina as we called her, had many things going on at once. She operated an informal bank, known as a susu, and she was also the first lady and treasurer of her own church. Her husband, Uncle George Beckles, was a pastor in their small Pentecostal church. Both he and Tanti Ina were very busy on Sundays. They made snacks, prepared sermons, repaired tambourines, and did other church-related chores. I was happy to be away from San Fernando. I enjoyed the view of the Northern Range Mountains when I stood on Henry Road off El Dorado Road. The only time I wished I was back in San Fernando was on Sundays, after a few hours of sitting on the hard wooden benches at her church. That was what I had to endure for one day, but the other 6 days were filled with good food, good fruit drinks, and enjoyable new friends on the street. Tanti was laid back, never raised her voice, and showed us much love and respect. My cousin Dawn took us to hunt for fruit in vacant lots which she called bandons. These were abandoned lots which were overgrown with bushes. These lots usually contained many fruit trees laden with ripe fruit. In many cases, the owners had either died or moved away and left no one to oversee the properties. We thought that Tanti Ina had it all. She had a large long mango tree in her front yard. Next to it was a zaboco or avocado tree. In the backyard was a hog plum tree, with the sweetest yellow hog plums. The tree seemed to bear all year long. We looked forward to the meals when Tanti cooked curried mangoes, with brown stewed chicken and lentil peas over white rice. That was served with sliced avocados or zabocas. That was only one of Tanti's many culinary masterpieces. We thought that we were in hog's heaven, and we were unaware that a real hog would appear in the future. That hog was a sow, and was responsible for us being banned from Tanti Ina's house. We were not well-behaved children, and we were the source of much discomfort for her husband. Uncle Beckles thought that we were an undisciplined lot, because he saw us through the eyes of a very strict Pentecostal minister. Every year there was something new at Tanti Ina's house. The next year we went to her house during the usual vacation period. When we arrived, we were greeted by the smell of baking bread. Tanti had built a bakery in the back of her house, and she was baking and selling bread and pies. Uncle sold pies around the Red House in Port of Spain, and at Piarco National Airport near Aroca. He loaded a bicycle tray with 250 assorted pies every day and rode from El Dorado Road in Tunapuna. He rode to the Port of Spain bus terminal, to the Red House, or to the Piarco International Airport. He returned with an empty basket. He was always sold out. Business was good, so he enlisted my younger brother Michael to join the pie-selling business. He packed a basket of product and sent Michael with 150 pies every day to the Piarco airport. Apparently, Michael ate a lot of pies, got lazyitis, and sat around with the basket of pies until the taxi arrived to take him back to Tunapuna. The bakers were not happy with his sales performance. Michael always brought back many unsold pies. Tanti and Uncle Beckles came up with a brilliant idea. They decided to buy a pig, to eat the scraps and leftovers from the bakery, which effectively turned the leftovers into pork. They planned to sell piglets during the Christmas and Carnival season. The pig they bought was a very large and very pregnant sow. We immediately named her Lucy. She became our pet pig, and we fed her constantly. By the time Lucy delivered her generous litter of 23 piglets, she was almost as big as a school bus. To be continued.